week after this meeting.
So those will be tomorrow from 12 o'clock until 1 o'clock. And then, like I said, we'll have one more. Coaches, any other reminders that you guys have? No? Joe Fitzgerald, how you doing?
Doing good, Coach.
Awesome. Where you at? You like somewhere?
I'm in my basement. I like the lights off.
I got you. Wyatt, how you doing?
I'm good, Coach.
Me, I'm doing well too. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. So a lot of the questions, we're not going to watch Common Sense film today. I thought we'd spend our 15 minutes just a little bit differently. A lot of the questions that you guys have are about food and nutrition. And we talked about 3 things that you can absolutely do physically. And number 1 was to keep your weight on, and to run fast and do explosive body weight things. But keeping that weight on sometimes is difficult when you're at home, maybe not so much because mom's there and she's cooking. But you should all know how to be able to at least cook something. Like, you can't be 23 years old and going off to live on your own and having someone else make your food or go out. It just doesn't make any sense. That's one of the benefits I got of being raised without a mother, unfortunately. But cooking for myself was something I learned early, simple, quick things. So to feed yourself or feed someone else, this is actually Truman right there in the background, and that's Anna Marie. It is natural to want to feed someone. That is a motherly or fatherly need that we have, and to learn how to feed yourself. So today, rather than take our 15 minutes doing football stuff, we thought we would, God, you could drop that, bring you into the Caruso kitchen and show you in 15 minutes, Rachel, Anna, Cade, Truman, they're all here. And in 15 minutes, show you all the different things that we like to make as a family, and maybe some of the things that you can learn how to make as well. So you ready to come on a journey with me? John Whitmore, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Coach Dodson, are you ready?
Absolutely, Coach.
Coach, can you quickly get these guys going, please?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, let's unmute real quick.
You ready?
Unmute real quick. All right. Let's make everybody around you mad. Tommies, how you feel?
Good.
Tommies, how you feel?
Good.
Real
good. All right, that's good.
Real good.
Good. So here's the deal. Put it on. We're going to have a few different people talking. Put it on mute, but also put it on the presenter mode, where the presenter is the big screen. Truman, you want to go ahead and real quick grab that? Guys, I'm going to show you very quickly. Come on over. Yep, make sure that you can see it, right? So if you're in presentation mode, speaker view, see it, True? That's what they can see, all right? So I'm going to, Wyatt, man, you got it. There you go. You guys go ahead and mute. So first thing I'm going to show you is we're going to go through something real simple, pasta with some chicken. Really, really simple. Now, when you put the pasta in, a few tips. I already got this just about boiling, just to make it quick. Pasta should take, if it's dry pasta, should take somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 minutes. If it's a thinner pasta, well, then it's going to take a little less. If it's fresh pasta, it's going to take 2 minutes, all right? So as that's cooking, we're getting ready to have that boil. This is a thin pasta. When you make pasta or rice, guys, I'm just going to tell you, make the whole pound. Okay, that way you can just take it when you're on your own. You put it in the fridge. We made rice the other day, make the whole bag. Put it in the fridge, you can reheat it. Make pasta, make the whole pound. You come out, I'll show you a tip when you do reheat it. Now, you can always bake chicken, all right? Usually it's going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of in the oven at 350, 8 minutes. A lot of it depends on how thick it is, right? So when time is of the essence, really simply, you got this trick? All right, instead of putting the whole thing in, the chicken, just go ahead and butterfly it. So it's thinner and it'll cook in half the time. Do not cut yourself. If you have not butterflied anything before, I would highly recommend being very careful. Now, I could certainly show you and someday your future wife is going to thank you when you can do this, I can certainly show you how to bake it. But rather, I'd rather show you how to sear it. So you watch all these shows, like, I seared it. What does that mean, right? So when you put it in a pan, now this pan has got to be able to go in the oven when you do that. Okay, so you can't be putting plastic stuff in, TJ. Okay, so all you do is you put a little bit, whoa, that is a little too hot right there. So you put a little bit of butter in, or any sort of oil. Coming over here. You take any sort of seasoning you want, and as long as the meat is dry, you pat the seasoning in there. This is blackened seasoning, what I like, okay? And then all you do, I'll show you, is you're gonna throw it on about a minute or two each side. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and smoke it a little bit in here because the pan's a little too hot. I'm gonna go ahead and kick it over to Rachel. Rachel's gonna go through what she's putting in today.
Hello, I'm making power balls, and so I'm sure you've heard. Whoop. All right, there you go. And I turn my stand right there. Those are my ingredients. So you probably have heard of these power balls, energy bites. These are the ingredients. I already have them pre-measured. They're simple. You can add whatever you'd like. Basically, the recipe is we triple it just because we eat it too fast. So I got 3 cups of oats. I get my oats from Trader Joe's because they're gluten-free. We have a kid that's celiac, and I'm choosing to go gluten-free for the month. I have flaxseed meal, so we got a cup of that. Keep in mind, all of this is tripled. We have 3 tablespoons of chia seeds, great fiber. We have a cup of, actually I'm gonna put my M&Ms in. I know it's not the healthiest, Coach Yoakum, but you gotta have a little street treat in there. So we have some M&Ms. I choose to get the mini M&Ms because they're sweeter and they're smaller. They're more monster cookie-ish. You could also put coconut flakes in here if you wanted. We get those at Trader Joe's. I don't have any on hand right now. And then you do a cup and a half of peanut butter. So I already have this pre-measured, and I'm gonna stick it in there. A tip is I'm gonna mix all this stuff up quick before I put the honey and peanut butter in, because it gets to be really sticky and really messy. So I'm gonna put my cup and a half of peanut butter in, followed by a cup of honey. After that, I'm gonna put 3 teaspoons of vanilla in, and then mix it all together. Stick it in the refrigerator for a good hour. And after that, take them out and form them into little balls. You can either keep them stored in the refrigerator or put them in the freezer. And that's it. Great snack, great healthy snack, good protein.
And we'll send you the recipes after we're all done. All right, we're gonna take it back over to the stove real quick. Here we go. So all I did, flip it around, man. All I did is I seared it on both sides. When you sear it, it keeps the flavor inside. Now the inside is not cooked, a minute on each side, but it's pretty sweet. Now you just take it again, pan's gotta be ready for the oven, and you throw it in there for like 4 minutes. That's all it takes. All right, Kate, go ahead, what do you got?
So I'm making an egg wrap with salami. Very simple to make. You should know how to make eggs. So first off, you have 3 eggs in here. They should be pre-whipped. Just use a fork if you don't have a. Put them in. Then just once they turn white, you have to keep moving them around.
When you stir scrambled eggs, here's your tip. You stir from the bottom. You get it all off the bottom, all right? And then we'll come back to Kate in a minute. Anna Marie's over there. Anna Marie, what are you gonna make?
I'm making a protein shake. So I have some ice in here. I'm gonna put frozen berries, a few scoops of yogurt, some Greek yogurt, a scoop of protein powder, and then mix up for about a minute or 2. And then over here I'm gonna be making some butter toast. So you always probably don't want to make toast. You just put it in the oven or toaster when it's done. Take it out, put peanut butter on it. Great source of protein.
This gives us an opportunity to go over some of the nutritional facts. So, Coach Yoakum, you there?
Yes, sir.
You know we like peanut butter and jelly, obviously, because that's one of the things that we eat ourselves when we're in fall camp. Nutritional value of a PB&J?
We got 300 calories, 11 grams of protein, 36 grams of carbs, and 11 grams of fat.
Got it. How about an extra large serving of pasta with chicken on the side, lean chicken?
So if we got the whole thing, the whole batch that we make, we got 1,000 calories in that meal, 112 grams of protein, 56 grams of carbs, and 18 grams of fat.
What I'm going to do now, go ahead and turn this around. While I do, there you go. While you do, the angel hair pasta is done. Throw it in the colander. The term al dente is something you're going to hear in the restaurants. Now I'm going to teach you something. When you go to a restaurant, all the spaghettis are going to pretty much be the same flavor, okay? The spaghetti's a long noodle. When you take it out, it's still cooking. You can see the steam. So you go over it with cold water just a little bit, not just to cool it down, but to stop the cooking or else it's going to get overcooked. Al dente means to the teeth in Italian. It means there's still a little bit of a bite in there in the middle. You cook it a little less, obviously, if you want it al dente. When you're in a restaurant, they're going to cook 15 pounds of spaghetti on the front end, and all they're going to do is reheat it. When you reheat spaghetti, you don't put it in a microwave. It's a starch. You reheat it with hot water, and you see them drop that in if you ever worked in a restaurant, okay? They usually will cook a linguine or an angel hair to order. So if you want something that's fresh, that hasn't been sitting around in a restaurant, when you go to an Italian restaurant and you want a noodle, ask for linguine, ask for angel hair, and you'll get the fresher version of it right there. Coach Karp, what's your favorite thing to make? You're with the girls. I love it.
Meatloaf. I like to make meatloaf because it's easy and I never measure anything. Get as much meat as you can. It's great leftover. You need eggs. You need oats. And then you can put whatever you want in. Audrey, what's your favorite flavor? Taco seasoning. But I just make it different every time, add different things into it, and it's simple.
Really cool. We're going to go back to Kate. He's going to show you. Go ahead, Kate.
So the eggs are pretty much done. I like mine a little less runny, and some people do just put them in for less time. If you want, you put this, wipe it on the plate. Doesn't have to be neat, but make sure you do it quick so that it doesn't burn any of the eggs in the pan.
What do you got, Rage?
We got our monster balls all mixed up. And then after you put them in the refrigerator for an hour, this is approximately the size and what, can you see them? What they will. I don't know if you can see them. Anyways, you get it. It's a little ball like this.
And then we like to freeze them, right?
Yes. Yep. So one last little quick snack I'm going to share with you is a great, I don't even know what to call it, Hawaiian blend. We have these, at Trader Joe's, you can get these coconut chips.
For $1. For $1. They're unbelievable.
$2. And you use about half a bag. And then you do your favorite nut. We like to use macadamia nuts. If there's not macadamia nuts on hand, you could use cashews, you could use almonds, you could use peanuts, whatever you want. So today we just put all of them in there. You put a few scoops of this coconut oil. So first of all, put the coconut chips down, put a few scoops of this coconut oil on top all over, put your nuts, and then you put some Himalayan sea salts, sprinkle it on top, and you bake it at 350 for approximately, 10, 12 minutes until it gets brown, lightly browned. Wonderful snack, great protein, great fats, good fats.
It's good fats. Throw it in a Tupperware and let it sit on the counter. That's what we do. Flip it around, true. As Rachel puts that in, there you go. I'm going to be taking out chicken. At this point, come on over here. So you're going to take out your chicken. It's actually really sweet with blackened. Leave it like that. Now this is called deglazing, right? So you want to cook for your girlfriend, Valentine's Day, or just a Saturday, right? Then all the good stuff is down in here. You just take a little bit of water. You could use white wine if you're 21 years old. And then that's the sauce that you pour on top. Anna Marie, go ahead with your shake. This is Coach Yoakum's favorite. Coaches, anyone else on the call? We got a couple more minutes left. Anyone else on the call and want to tell us what they like to do or what they like to make?
Shoot, chicken enchiladas, by far the easiest Mexican meal that you can
Quickly,
make.
you got 30 seconds. You're on the clock. Go.
You take some of that crazy chicken that you just made, you take a bunch of tortillas, put some enchilada sauce down in a pan, wrap the chicken up, put the enchilada sauce on top of it, load that thing up with cheese, put it in the oven at 350 for like 15 minutes, broil it for about 5 minutes. You got chicken enchiladas, put some rice on, full Mexican meal. I'm muting myself.
Anyone else?
I got a couple props here, Coach. We talked about throwing instant oats into the protein shake. That's just here, right here. So we got a lot of questions about what that means. You just get a packet of this, you throw it in your oatmeal shakes. Marco, how are these oatmeal shakes when we make them, the protein shakes?
They're really good.
Yep, yeah. So we got that. Gnocchi's another one that's really easy to make. It's just a prepackaged thing. You just throw it in water, you heat it up, and it'll bubble to the top. It literally tells you when it's done. So anybody that's Vince Hubble, anybody that's bad at making food, like these will bubble up to the top. And the last thing we got, the pound of ground beef. You can literally do anything with this right here, which is a tube of beef that you can throw onto a pan, cook up, and then it's done. A lot of calories.
So just going to tell you now, the reason why ribeyes are more expensive than like a New York strip is because the ribeye is well marbled, right? So as Coach Yoakum holds that up, it's like 86% lean. I'm just telling you, you can pay extra for 95%, like Von Hansen's 95% beef, and it's good, but there's nothing wrong with a little fat. I'm just telling you, if you're going to have meat, steak, specifically a hamburger, it's okay to have 15% fat in there, right, Coach Yoakum?
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's the flavor, guys. Let's be honest, all right? And we're not robots here. If you're going shopping, something that like your pantry should look like, really simple, guys. Couple things. Always drop some rice. $1 for a pound. It's ridiculous. Obviously, ramen, which is cheap, but it is not the best thing for us to eat. These are sweet. They're about $1.50. Uncle Ben's. You heat them up in the microwave in 90 seconds. You got a ½ pound of rice. And then you should always have your pastas on hand, maybe some rice or orzo, or even something like macaroni and cheese. As you're making, the last thing I'll say about the pasta, do not put all of the pasta sauce on the pasta. You might like red sauce. You might like pesto. You might like a white sauce, right? Get your food on the plate and then add the sauce later unless you're making it for the whole family. And then that way, when you go to reheat the other stuff, you can put on it whatever you want. Okay, so this is what we have. Oh, there is one thing in the oven. We don't have time for that. So thanks for taking 15 minutes with us. We appreciate it. It's just a way to get us thinking about what we're putting in our body. All this stuff made in 15 minutes, and there's a lot of it that's behind the camera right now. Cade, what'd you make? Eggs?
An egg wrap. Just put some salami on the wrap and then put your eggs over it.
Got a little cheese in there too, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, nice. Very nice. That's great.
Yeah.
Pasta with some sort of meat. You add the sauce that you want. Peanut butter toast, power balls, energy shake. All of these things are going to make you better. And once in a while, you can splurge. Like when it's your birthday. All right. So tomorrow's Rachel's birthday. So we will all join as we close this out and sing a happy birthday to her. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rachel. Happy birthday to you.
All right, guys, really awesome. So to wrap it up, the competition, Thursday competition, obviously, it's going to be dealing with food. So what I want is just like the other things that you've sent me, I want a picture of you making or cooking something. And it does not have to be submitted to me until noon on Saturday. So that gives you more time. You might not make anything until Saturday anyway. It does not have to be 5 o'clock on Friday, so noon on Saturday. All right? Guys, appreciate you staying with us, even though we went a couple long. Now, here's what we're going to do. Defense, you're going to go to meetings right now. Offense and specialists, have a great day, guys.
Bye. Hey, Anthony.
Hi, Ms. Rachel. How are you?
Oh, that's Anthony.
Good. How are you doing?
I'm
Thanks,
great. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Back tomorrow.
All right, go.